to episode 11 of the Otaku Summit podcast. I'm your host,
Woohoo!
Vaughn, aka Kuma, with my excellent and wonderful co host, Omar, April, and Vicky. Say what's up, everybody. Say what's up.
Woohoo!
We are back again for another episode. So
And you
let's
guys
get
should see my face.
yes, we
Yeah.
see April's presence today. Vicky just waking up from a nap. Omar just coming back in an unknown mummy. He wasn't in the last time. All type of new changes today. All type of new changes. So guys, how was everyone's week? What's good? What's good? Let's get this meeting in order. Let's go. Let's go.
It was pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right.
Bones is staying out of the naughty corner, so yay.
Those are the anything up there.
Yeah, Bones been behaving. They behaving.
Yeah.
I love this. All of us like, all right. Yeah, I ain't gotta beat them today. I ain't gotta.
Yeah, they ain't get spanking today.
But since we mentioned it, and you guys seem to not have known, but in the news portion of this, to start us off, they revealed the logo for One Piece live action on Netflix. I would pull it up if I could. I don't know how, but I'd pull it up if I could. Yeah. To me, it's kind of ugly.
I mean, well, it's Netflix. You know how Netflix is.
I mean, you can say it's Netflix, but I feel like Netflix should have, well, at least the logo. But yeah, it's just the logo, so nothing else outside the logo. No reveal dates, no cast reveals, or anything of that sort and that nature. But how? I mean, how is everyone feeling about a One Piece live action adaptation on Netflix series?
Very interesting.
Why you say that?
You'd ask the one who say One Piece is
Because like, if it's Netflix,
it's not that good.
We getting there. But no, I don't know. However, what's the thoughts? Because it's an anime adaptation, so like, how do you feel about anime live action adaptations?
Well, so far, I mean, well, I haven't watched the Kenshin one yet, but the other adaptations before Kenshin has not really been good. So whenever you hear, anime, like Netflix is doing an anime adaptation, you're like, I'm gonna keep the bar low, extremely low, before, like, and see how it is.
That's definitely true. Outside of Kenshin's, it hasn't been good at all. Like, I haven't liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I started to ask. So like, what do you guys think? What do you think the reason is when it comes to anime live action? Like, why do you think the quality of it is so low compared to them just taking comics and adapting it, or like different animations and then putting it in live action? That seems to come off well. But if, like, you would think they're the same medium, just require the same production. I say this even more so. It's like after watching Shang-Chi over the weekend, it's like I feel like there should be no excuse for you not to be able to pull off even mystical stuff, like stuff that go further beyond and require you to put extra effort into production. So like, what do you think? What do you think the reason is for that?
I
I
think
think it's a
that
mixture of lack of budget and lack of creativity behind the scenes, basically.
yeah, because how I see it, I see most companies that do adapt something, they adapt it because they see that it's very popular, so they're trying to cash in on that. But then but then they're out of touch in a sense to the medium that they're adapting. Because like a wonderful example will always be the Dragon Ball Z movie. the cursed Dragon Ball Z movie.
To this day, I've actually still never seen that.
You should watch it. You have
You have
to watch it.
at least
You
once.
have to watch it.
I have to what?
You
I
have
haven't
to.
seen it yet either.
There's a rite of passage. You have to
Yeah.
watch the curse. You have to watch the cursed objects. You have
I
to.
agree.
I
I
have
agree
never
100%.
watched Dragon Ball's live action adaptation, nor have I watched Avatar, and neither of those things are about that. I promise you.
You
You need
don't need to watch Avatar, but you need
I
to watch
want
Dragon
to
Ball.
watch But I'm
I
not.
I say
usually watch Dragon
you
Ball.
need to watch Dragon Ball. You have to.
I never. It's not gonna happen. I promise you.
Because
Dra-
No.
Dragon
you
No
Ball
waste of
have
my
to.
Evolution.
time on that.
You have
No,
to.
no,
And
no.
like another example is also the like the film Alchemist also had a live adaptation.
Hmm.
Like the costume, like they really got the costumes down very well, but then everything else was just horrible around it. So
Dang.
visually, yeah, like visually, like it looked okay, but then the other times it was just horrible. It's just I think that it's just that you have just have companies or like teams that are just out of touch of the medium that they're adapting. So that's why we get such horrible adaptations.
Mm-hmm.
I think that may I think you have something there for real because I feel like a lot with comic stuff, I feel like they get people or surround themselves with people that deal with the production and the storytelling and everything that actually love the medium that they're producing. Like a lot of
Hmm.
times, I feel when it comes to anime adaptations or other stuff like that, I feel like it's just like, oh, my kids watch this. It's like, oh, this is popular. Let me go make this. It's like, oh, everyone likes this right now, so let me just go. But it's like
Yeah.
no real effort or love behind. It's like to get it authentically right. So I don't know. I want there to be a proper live act. I feel like there are stuff like you can't like. But film, I feel like you shouldn't mess up film. Like,
No, you shouldn't.
like I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
You
don't
shouldn't
know how they
have.
mess it
don't
up.
require
Cause
require much extra effort to pull off.
yeah, cause like I think like for the film Alchemist one, I think they jammed all like basically all of the chapters in there in
So
one
see,
movie.
that's why I feel right there.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
was like,
good yeah. That's a
why are you guys doing this?
that's a good point. It could be that as well, trying to fit such so much storytelling into one movie. But then I feel
But
like
then
just
they were trying to make a sequel, but then you shoved everything in there. How could you make a sequel out of it? If you like, how could you make a sequel if you shoved like some of the ending in there?
Yeah, that don't make sense at
it
all.
No.
it doesn't, and I feel like it just adds to like making everything not um unfortunately. But
Mm-hmm.
that you what did you say? You had mentioned something. Ah, I can't remember. You had
Who?
mentioned April.
So
You had mentioned something just now. Because I
What I
want
mentioned?
in regards when you talk about the live action.
Oh, you mean about how they were out of touch of their source material?
No, it's something
Is
else.
that
It was something else.
mean shoving all the content into one movie?
Well, no, not that. For some reason, it's gone. I can't remember. Hopefully, it comes back. Hopefully, it comes
What
back.
did I say?
Hopefully,
I
it
don't
comes back.
remember.
But
okay.
other news as well. We have a trailer for 86 Part Two.
I know.
Oh,
I
you do?
saw it.
There you go. I listen. I saw you were very excited. You were very
Of course,
excited.
you know, I saw that.
I have actually yet to still watch the anime myself. I have a backlog.
You have to.
Yes, I have a backlog. Okay, right off my back. Like, I know probably woman looking at like, oh, why you ain't watching that? This 86 is so good. Like, shut up. I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
Like, relax. But yeah, but it looks good though. It looks good. It looks good, and I'm happy for it because the 86. I've only heard nothing but good things for 86. I've only heard incredible things. 86.
It's a very
Um,
good news.
Also, to your eternity, season 2 is coming. We got confirmed with that. More pain,
22 fall 22.
more tears, more tissues being sold and bought in US to wipe your tears. And so obviously,
Yeah. Oh my god. The
we
season
can get to that.
finale was so sad.
I saw you talking. We can get to that. Oh, you watched it too?
Okay.
You watched
Oh,
it?
Omar, you're also crying.
Oh, yo, the sadness, the sadness.
Yeah, that was rough.
But I don't know.
It
I don't.
was.
What is there any other news? I don't know. I may have missed on that.
Um,
I remembered. I remembered.
You remembered?
Yeah, and it has to do with Cowboy Bebop. When you mentioned the costume,
Oh, you mean I remember talking about it on Twitter?
boom, which leads us into a very interesting conversation. Do y'all do you guys see a problem with Faye Valentine's costume for live action
I
adaptation?
don't. I don't. Like it. Even though it's not as skimpy as the original one, like it's very practical and still pays homage to the original outfit though. Same color scheme, almost same design. Like what are you complaining for? Like are you complaining because like you don't get to see the boobs and the ass? You don't get to see the ass
Pretty much.
sticking out of the shorts?
That's exactly why they
That's
You know,
complaining.
like,
that's
do
all.
you guys
Exactly what it
know
is.
how
Yeah.
impractical?
That's
Do
all
you
it is.
guys know how impractical like the anime outfit actually is? You can imagine being a busty girl running around in that, like your boobs flying all over the place,
Hmm.
and like it's very uncomfortable. Like those shorts, she probably be pulling down those shorts every time she had to be running. Like really, like like you guys have to think about practicality than looks sometimes, because like
They aren't, and it's just a lot of
if the actor can't
chatter and noise.
move in it, it won't make sense.
No, it doesn't at all, at
Hmm.
all. And she said that, like, so it's like they gave it a try, so it's like that's all you could hope for. But the thing is, if they don't have a costume that's authentically accurate, how much realistically is that a deal breaker for you? Like, if it comes to live action adaptation, like, is that a deal breaker? Would that make you hesitant to watch um
No,
the thing, even if everything else is like seems to be right?
no, because like to
I
me,
could
like
care
what
less.
yeah, I could
Exactly,
care
that's what
less
I'm
about
saying.
costume. All I really care about is if the characters are who they are, and if you actually paid attention to the plot, story, and characters. That's all that
Right,
I'm really caring for. I mean, I would like for it to
right.
look nice too, but just get the characters and story down pat first, and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Always, always. Like, that's all I care about. Once you have the character looks right, story is cool. It doesn't look like a B level film. Like someone randomly on YouTube could have made this, then I'm good. Like I'm solid.
Mhm.
Go for it. Like I'm solid. I'm solid on that regard.
Mm,
I'm solid. I'm solid. But um, outside of that, I think that's it for news. Unless someone else saw anything like pop up that should be noted.
Not as
I
of
don't
yet.
think so.
No, thinking, just making sure no anime related, other anime related stuff. All right. Okay.
Nothing
Okay.
big enough to talk about yet.
All right. All right. But we did start off the pod mentioning One Piece, and with that said, we have to talk about it. So
Mhm.
last week on the pod, we issued a challenge to Omar. He made a statement saying that he could name 30 different animes that are better than One Piece, and he did it. And it started. You can say it started a long chain of conversation amongst people. Now, I'm gonna let them all get into a bit of that if he so chooses, like a lot of the stuff, or to give a lot of the reason behind some stuff that he chose. But I just want to know one in particular, and you can explain it for the people at home listening and watching. Why Assassination Classroom?
What?
Because
He has
in my
Assassination Classroom over One Piece, so I would just want to know why Assassination Classroom.
because
Hey,
in my opinion,
Assassination Class was really good.
I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying that it isn't. I just want to know why.
but because it's a lot more tightly knit story and the character work is more solid in my opinion.
Explain. Elaborate. What do you mean more tightly knit? Like a more
Like
tightly knit story
it's
and
not
characters explain.
like my biggest issue with One Piece as to why I don't put it that high is because every arc, well, not every arc, but majority of the arcs in One Piece are relatively the same.
Fair,
And
fair, fair, fair.
in terms of characters, like yeah, there's a lot of good characters, but development wise, like it's just simple to me. Like there isn't that much depth to the characters in my opinion. They aren't that complex. Like I could only name like probably like five characters in One Piece who I'd say are like super complex.
Sorry, what? Super what?
Complex.
Okay, okay. And you feel like Assassin's Classroom presented more complex characters.
Not complex characters per se. It's just that like I think that in terms of characters showing significant growth from where they started to where they ended, Assassination Classroom does that very well.
Sorry, is it a matter of you not seeing growth in One Piece with its characters a lot?
Not that much growth.
I don't know if I can fully agree with that, but all right, okay, okay. All right, I don't know. I don't know if I could fully agree with not being seeing growth because I feel like we
I
have
mean,
seen.
like
I feel we
whenever
have seen
whenever a character
actual
is
growth.
introduced, they have
Uh-huh.
like their issue or whatever as to why they act in a certain type of way, and then Luffy's
So
be like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about this anymore. I got you." And then they start crying and be like, "Oh yeah, I want to follow Luffy. I want to join the team or whatever." Blah blah blah. And then they're just the same throughout the rest of the story.
so you're saying right
Like
from
they don't go through much change once they get out of like their specific arc that deals with them. The only change they
see.
have is that they
Uh-huh.
get stronger and they have to get stronger for obvious reasons. But in terms of like character growth, personality, like it's still the same thing over and over again.
Interesting, interesting. Cause I'm thinking of people like Sanji, for example, and I feel like they've actually had character growth from early on to now. Even Luffy, even though Luffy is still Luffy, but I feel like Luffy isn't the same Luffy we met at the beginning of the story to now.
Yeah, he's slightly more mature, but like there wasn't anything that great narratively about Luffy. Luffy just was like a standard shonen protagonist to me.
That I mean, okay. All right, all right. Fair, fair. You have fair reasons. I will say that you have fair reasoning. I may not agree with, you have
Hmm.
fair reasoning. So for the people at home who may not have seen, give give the first 10 that you call, the first 10 that you call our villain.
I can't tell you exactly what the first time was, but I can
Bring up
name
I
your
them
list,
I
off
Bill.
the
got
Just
you,
dome.
bring up
my
your
boy.
list.
I got you. Don't worry.
Bring
I
Hmm.
up the
got
list.
you.
Bring the
I got
receipts.
you.
The receipts.
I got you. So first 10. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, okay. Hunter x Hunter. Okay. Even though I saw the commentary. I saw the commentary.
Boy,
Monster.
I was going back and
Listen.
forth in the
For
we'll
if
talk about
you
that later.
for any for all the people, listen to me and listen to me good. For all the people who are watching and listening right now, if you want to wake Omar up, mention Hunter x Hunter.
No, you have to say
Mention
you
Wait,
have to say
Saga
Hunter X Hunter is you have to say Hunter
what
Hunter
made
is
me laugh?
horrible. Just
What
say
when
made
Hunter
me
we
Hunter
laugh about that
is
one
when
minute is
trash
that
mention
and
when
people
Omar,
you
cry.
say all the characters and until one
huh,
dimensional, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I see. I was like, this nigga gotta be a hater or he brain dead. Cause
see,
like
see,
for you to say that they one dimensional, I say yeah, I bother no more. Get out my mentions, please. Like please
oh
go.
yo,
No.
yo, see, all right.
Mm-mm.
So after
Mm-mm.
that was Monster, a three clan, Made in the Abyss, Vinland Saga. Even though someone did say once they saw Vinland Saga, they just turned the list off.
Ooh.
Which I don't agree. I think Vinland Saga is a.
I
I could
Finland
back.
think
side?
I would back. You know
Wait,
what? I
Rachel.
would back you up with
the
Vinland Saga.
prologue arc alone is better
I
than
would
One
back you up
Piece
with
for me.
Vinland Saga.
Like
I do.
bruh.
The
Anyways, let me
storytelling in Vinland Saga and the character arcs and personal development is really good. I will back you up with Vinland Saga. 100%.
comparing seinen to
Yeah.
shonen. Come on now, do
Yes.
better in life. Do better in life, please.
Phase Zero, Code Geass. I'm not gonna pretend like I can pronounce this other one. But it's
Okay.
Sinju. Sinju.
Mm-mm.
It's Sinju. On one, two.
Let me
What?
see.
Say again?
What is
Alright,
that?
Some of obscure elitist
I
anime.
can't. It's Sinju. It just ends with Sinju. I'm not gonna pretend like I can pronounce this.
Oh,
Showa,
so
Genroku,
Roku, Rakugo,
Rakugo,
Ah,
Shinju.
Shinju.
yeah,
Yeah,
that, 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 that.
What is that
Um,
anyway?
that's a
I,
top tier drama historical anime.
Oh, so it's like one of
what
your
did Vicky
obscure
say? What
animes
did
that no
Vicky
one
say?
heard
What
about
did Vicky
It's
say?
obscure elitist anime.
Yo, that's those the animes you have to watch if you want to really ascend to elite level.
To get your
Um,
elitist badge, you have to watch
hmm,
that.
Mushishi
okay.
is 10, and because it's there, I have to put it in. Thank you for adding this in. IQ, and there you go.
Of
That is
course, of
yeah.
course, of
Listen,
course, of
listen,
course.
listen.
Like, come on now, come on now,
I back up anything. Listen,
come on now, come on now,
what we talking about?
come on now,
What we really talking about?
come
All
on now. Exactly.
all right. But no, yeah. But hey, listen, it's your list. I can't. You have a lot of strong stuff
All
on this
right,
list.
It's
let's
your
go
list.
through
It's
let's
your
go through the
list. Your
list. Let's
opinion.
go through the list.
You want
Okay.
to go through the
Oh,
list?
alright.
All right, cool.
No,
Okay,
just the
cool.
first step, just the first step. Full Metal Alchemist speaks for itself. Hunter
Yeah.
speaks for itself.
All right,
What was the third one?
Monster.
Monster, bro. Listen,
Uh-huh.
when it comes to anything Japanese,
Uh-huh.
Big monster. What was monster?
whatever Naoki Urasawa writes is peak fiction. Peak,
All right.
bro. No one could write. No one
This was
like
the one that you had
I
mentioned that time about was that the one that you had mentioned that time about the doctor?
yeah,
I
Dr.
think it
Tenma.
was.
You had
He's
Yeah,
the
it
main
was.
character.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh, this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster
Okay.
has the
Okay.
greatest anime slash manga villain of all time.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah, that's definitely where you mentioned it. Which is
Yeah,
fair. Which is fair. After that, Clan.
was Clannad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah,
right.
that's
Clan.
okay. See,
I always see.
Clannad,
I always see you when I read it.
Clannad is depression the anime. Like if y'all
Yeah.
thought a
Y'all gotta
silent
stop
voice
watching
was
so much depressing
great,
anime.
But
Like,
that's
it's
the kind
good
of
though.
animes
It's
I hit
really good for
though.
you. It's
yo, we can
really
talk
good
about
for
it
you.
because we gotta talk about this evil movie too. But y'all gotta like, Vicky got a
Yeah,
point. Y'all messed up, you know.
yeah. That's literally
It
depression
must
anime.
it's what
Like
make us strong. It makes us
yeah,
strong.
Yeah.
Makes this
yeah.
generation
All right,
strong.
I hear that.
We can handle
Uh-huh.
any feel anime.
Yeah. What's number five?
Number five, you have Made in the Abyss. I
That
wasn't asking
speaks
too
for
much questions.
itself.
Right. I was.
That speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That speaks for itself.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You don't
Yes,
agree? You
it
don't
does.
agree, Vicky? But I don't think you watch One Piece
I
anyway.
agree. That
See?
speaks for
All
itself.
right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Boom.
know.
See,
Yeah.
I've
Made in
watched
the
One
Abyss.
Piece
It's
and
Made in the Abyss.
Toonami, but
So
Villain
what's
Made in
number
Saga.
six?
Abyss speaks for
Okay.
itself.
Vinland is
Speaks
number
for
six?
itself.
Yeah.
Vinland
Villain is number
Saga.
6. Yeah.
Yeah. Like like I said, comparing Shonen to Seinen, do better in life, bro. Just do better in life, please. Like, come on.
That's an
Oh,
adventure conversation we now sending and showing it. This whole back and forth that happens for them. But you know, another time,
yeah.
another time.
Yeah.
Fade Zero. Now,
Oh, that fate. Oh
uh,
man.
Fade Zero.
Oh man.
Let me guess.
Oh my god.
The animation.
Not
That's
even
I
just
just gonna
that,
say this is
dude. Like,
animation.
Yeah,
not even just
Fate
that, dude.
Zero is
Like,
like it's like budget anime.
it is, but that ain't it. That ain't it.
it
Like,
definitely is budget anime.
it's the fact that they use like historical characters actually kept them like accurate to like what we know about them throughout history, as well as to like, add on an extra layer of development for them.
Uh,
Um, the world building and the style system is very thought out. Um, you have great characters like Gilgamesh, Raida, Kiritsugu, Kirei.
uh,
All Fate Zero just has everything that you need to have
Gilgamesh.
a
Yeah, definitely.
great
Mm,
series. Like it's amazing. And then like you were saying, it's budget the anime, so
Yeah.
true.
it's both narratively and visually top tier. So
The historian
Yeah.
in Omar is showing.
yeah,
Absolutely,
but
absolutely. I feel like that added to some bias, but absolutely. All right, so
yeah,
after that, you have Code Geass. I ain't gotta run with that. I ain't gotta run with that.
bro.
It's code yes.
Lelouch, Lelouch. That's
Come on,
all you
man.
gotta say is
What we
Lelouch.
talking about?
That's
What
it.
we talking about?
That's
It
all you
really
gotta
is.
say.
It's rude.
Yeah.
The one I couldn't pronounce. I don't know what it is, but you said it's historical anime.
Sure. Like
Yeah.
I, how I could
It's a
describe this to you.
obscure. It's a obscure anime that
Yes.
Y'all
only
Yes.
know
elitists
what?
have
Y'all know
seen.
what Rakugo is?
No,
Said it. No.
Rakugo.
No.
no.
That's it. Let's. Yeah.
Basically,
Explain it for the
Rakugo
people.
is a old traditional form of storytelling in Japan. They did it. They mostly did it in like the 17 to 1800s, and it started to die out in the 1900s once
Okay.
like traditional, well, sorry, modern media started to become a thing. But
Uh,
like I said, it's essentially traditional storytelling. Like you know how in the Bahamas we have like folk stories or whatever.
yeah.
Folk
Imagine
tale.
that, but like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
folk tales. Imagine that, but in like a theater
All right.
type of environment.
All right.
And it's
All right.
basically like a one man show with somebody telling the story. He actually like physically like acting. Well, not all the way acting out the story, but it's more like he getting into the story based off of like what he just saying or whatever. And you would have somebody with a oh god, what the instrument called? Oh
Is it
my,
that funny?
a shamisen.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you would
right.
have someone with a
Yeah.
shamisen, playing that like on the side or whatever and whatnot. And it's about it's about these two guys who were learning how to be good storytellers for Rakugo from like um okay, in Japan they would have, I don't want to say a Hokage, but I think this is the best word I can use to describe this person's position.
Pretty
Like
much a leader.
he's like the top person in Rakugo basically.
Okay.
And they was learning from this guy so they could like take over from him after he retire or whatever. And it's basically just a story about
Oh,
these
I have
two
this on
guys.
my list to watch.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's a story about these two guys and
Vicky
like
is
their
on her way to
journey.
being an elitist,
What?
everybody. Yay!
Huh.
Yeah,
But all right, all right, all right, all right. No, but
yeah.
it sounds legit though. It sounds legit. So last, you have Mushishi.
Mushishi, this is about this
Uh,
guy
right.
named Genko who
Uh,
travels around. Mushishi are like these spiritual creatures basically.
This is the one
Well,
with the
sorry,
guy with the white,
Mushi.
like the white
The
Yeah,
hair.
white hair, the
yeah,
white
yeah.
hair, the fox
yeah,
hair
The
is
fox
very
sorry.
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I haven't watched that yet.
Mushi are like these
Okay.
spiritual creatures or whatever that exist inside this world. And the main character he goes around and he like helps people out in regards to them and whatnot. Like it's a episodic series for the most part, but it's like really solid in terms of storytelling and character. For
I
Mm.
have this on my
especially
list to
for
watch
episodic
too.
series.
Yeah, it's on
Like
my list. I haven't gotten to
yeah,
it yet.
Everybody is
yeah.
on their way
I've
to
been
being an
hanging
elitist. Look at him.
I know.
We'll have to
hanging around
change
It,
this
Omar too
podcast.
much.
We'll have
I
to change it to
know.
the elitist podcast soon enough.
It's infecting.
Yeah, yeah.
It's getting up there. All right, all right, all right.
And
So
then haiku is haiku, so
I mean, I
not fair.
wasn't even
Not
Yeah.
fair. Not
my
fair.
brother.
Yeah.
If I could dial you right now to the screen, I would. I ain't gonna run over. But I think the last thing I would ask about in regards to this list, the only very last thing I would ask, why no Berserk?
Oh, this anime, not manga.
Oh, so you don't rate the Berserk anime?
No, the
Ooh.
Berserk anime, it ain't that good. It's not a
I mean,
good
I agree.
representation of the manga. Yeah.
I agree. But I just wanted to know. All right, cool.
If
Didn't I
this, if
thought
this,
the old
if
I
I
haven't watched
include
the old
manga,
Berserk, but I heard the very old Berserk anime
Um,
was good.
yeah,
it wasn't bad
I didn't
animation
like,
wise.
yeah,
It didn't adapt the story
right,
good.
and I didn't
Mm.
like the whole the CGI of the other
Yeah,
one.
and then the CGI for the
Yeah.
other
Oh
one
yeah.
that was
It's not very
garbage.
The
Yeah.
authentic.
CGI in Berserk has been a meme for a long time.
But if I didn't include manga, I could have made this list 50. To be honest.
Yo,
Ooh.
ooh, another
Do
challenge.
it.
Another
Do it.
challenge.
I
Okay.
challenge you. Do
All
it.
right. We gotta
Yeah,
do it
Do
include
now.
it.
Like
manga.
the gauntlet
Yes,
has been
do
run.
manga. Do a manga
We
list.
gotta do manga lists. We gotta do it now.
Manga list. Oh.
We gotta do it. You got
Do
time.
it.
You
Do
got time.
it.
You got time. You
Do
can think of it.
it.
You can think
Do
of
it.
it.
You
Don't
have
worry.
time
Don't
for the
worry.
week.
Yeah.
Do it. Do
So
it.
Okay.
someone in the chat asked us to discuss Kagikorai. Uh
Kakegurui.
Kakigori, sorry. Uh
Kakegurui.
Yes, Omar. Yes, you're right.
It
So, it's an anime about gambling. All right, calm down.
Yeah.
um,
I only watched the first
yeah.
season of that actually.
Oh,
That's
really?
fine. That's
Don't
fine.
worry,
You
Yeah,
have a
I
good
only watched.
understanding.
I
that
Yeah.
was the
I only
best
watched the first
season.
season.
I
Yeah.
I just enjoy watching people's reactions when they watch it for the first time.
When
Like
they
honestly,
yes, that's what it
like they
was.
see the revelation of how obsessed these girls are with gambling in the most obscure way.
Obsessed
I
and
love it though.
horny.
It is what it. I love it though. I love the anime. Those my girls. Those are definitely my girls.
If you want to see, I can never pronounce the name of the face.
But
Ahageo.
people
If you
don't
want
know
to see
though.
Ahageo face while watching hentai, watch that.
Real
But
talk.
people don't know though.
Real
Food
talk.
Wars is worse.
Oh yeah, food
Food
Yes,
was
Wars
yes,
they
is
food
they
was
worse.
they
yes.
was all they told.
And
All they told is
that's
good.
what I'm
My
saying. Like whenever is Food Wars on Netflix?
this
Yeah.
yeah
It
it
is.
is it is
Yeah.
it is it is.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
For some reason,
I
people ain't getting the
wish
Food Wars and being like, "Oh, what?"
I was
Food Wars is
into it.
worse.
I was into it for the first two or three seasons, and then I just
Um,
bounced. I
yeah, the
think I
fourth
lost
season.
I lost interest
Yeah,
after season two. I think.
I don't think the fourth season really lived up.
But one thing
What's the
I
best?
want
I
to
think
say is that I want to eat food that makes me take off my clothes. Like if it's that good, I want good food like that.
Me too.
I mean, I
Me too.
agree. I agree. I must say, I won't even lie and say I don't agree. So, question: I want to know when you guys watching anime, like what are you looking for? Like what are your tells that you look forward to say like, okay, this is an anime that I'm going to enjoy, or this is an anime that I do enjoy. Like, what are you
Story.
looking for?
The story,
Yeah,
the synopsis
All
of
right,
the
so
full
Mine
game.
is story.
story
all
and
right, all right,
characters, story
all
and
right,
characters.
all right, all right.
Yeah.
Story
Because
and would story and would
I
would be
can't
well
follow
dedicated.
like
Yeah.
if the protagonist isn't someone that I
Hmm.
like or like it's to my or it's not like as compelling to me,
Yeah.
I can't really stay time like it's story and characters for me. It's like
Uh-huh.
the character is bad. It's just like no, I can't follow you for 20 plus episodes. No, I can't.
Agreed.
Okay, let,
Agreed.
let me give a more honest answer then. For
Uh-huh.
regular anime, it's the story. For ecchi anime, I just
Oh,
like
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
I
oh,
wasn't gonna
hey,
say
Etsy
it.
it
anime,
has to
yeah,
be
Etsy
that
anime
it's,
do
yeah.
have story too.
animation, right?
Don't
Yes,
put
it
that
Animation
on
and
them.
does, but
etching,
Yeah,
right?
that
Otaku
ain't the
anime
main
the story
reason
too.
why I watch it though.
It's true.
Etchy.
Fine.
It has to be the
So
animation
Exactly.
not.
and
Right.
etchy.
But they can have story too. Don't do that. Don't do
Yes,
that.
they can, but that ain't the main reason.
All
Don't
right,
get it
fair.
twisted.
Fair. It's like if
Etchy has have
we watch
like
hentai and hentai have good stories. It's like we ain't really watching it for the
That's a
story.
bonus.
But
That's the
hey,
bonus.
that's the bonus.
etchy like for etchy and hentai it has to be good. It has to be good animation.
Real talk.
Really
Animation.
Real
Yeah.
talk.
fair. Fair.
I
Fair.
mean, I
Fair.
like
Fair.
to
Them
see the
physics,
faces.
them
I just
physics
think the
gotta be
film
on
I
is
mean,
point.
just
On
listen.
point.
Like
just
if I turn on etchy,
All right. So,
or hentai, I don't. If the animation is horrible, I'm like, click next.
all right.
You
Fair enough.
you have to look at something
Mhm.
good. It has to be good to look
Yeah,
at.
man. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I could agree. I could agree with that. I could agree with that. So, all right. So
It's
last night,
etchy, Cam.
uh huh.
It's etchy. No, sorry.
Oh, he put
One of our odd.
he put
So what's
Essie.
it's etchy.
I got it. I got it. Post in this. It's Essie. ECCHI. Yes. 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 Like Ichi. Some people say Ichi.
Yeah, they say
Say-
ET.
Some people say Ichi. Ichi for good measure. So we watched the last night. We watched the last movie for Evangelion. In the series, the Rebuild of Evangelion
Woohoo.
series. Um, honestly, watching it was really good. That was a trip. I'm just gonna end up not.
Yeah, man.
They were taking
I'm
that
just gonna
good
Hey,
say
stuff. They were taking that good stuff, and they were doing that.
Evangelion is one
Heads,
of the
heads
most
was exploding.
yo.
hey,
Neji,
Head.
you know what was tripping me out
What?
when Shinji was fighting his daddy, and like at first they was like inside like the house where he lived with Misato, then they was
Yeah.
like then they was like in the base where they was,
on the
and then
basement.
I was
I remember when the time lapse was happening, and it's like you
yeah,
saw
man,
me.
I just was like, wait, why this so trippy, man?
That's what got you.
No,
Why?
it was the
The big
realistic face.
CGI head of Ray. I'm like,
The
wow, what?
Oh
was
yeah,
just staring
yeah.
at you like. But
What
I can't remember
drugs?
one of the girls said, "What the hell is this? This is insane." I'm like, "Yes, this is also insane."
Like, I'm like, why? What is like? What drugs did they have to like? Every Galleon is such a trip. Is a very
Yeah.
trip
Yeah.
and complex. I don't say complex story, but it's like it's a lot that happens. But
I need to
I
watch this when I am under the influence because
th-
I feel like
Oh
that being
man,
like way better,
you know how amazing that might look.
right?
you watch your boy. You watch your boy.
Oh my god.
That may send
Man,
you. That may send you to fight ducks again. I must
like
say. You know you can fight people that
I just want whatever they were having when they were animating that. I just want whatever
Real,
that was.
real talk.
Whatever they're eating,
depression
drinking,
and anxiety.
Yeah.
you know they
Like,
say
depression and anxiety.
well, you know they're
That's
saying
all
some
that
good
was.
stuff.
That's
They
all it
might have
was.
been eating some shrooms.
Um, But no, but overall, it was a really good movie. Very like great visually to watch. Like I wasn't the one looking at it at all. Enjoyed the story. It had the story wise. It had some low points
Oh
where
my,
I
yeah.
turned off for a bit and be like, oh okay.
I feel like some
I came back.
segments of yeah, sorry. I feel like
Oh
there's
yeah, yeah.
some segments did drag on a bit.
It did. It did. It did. It did. And then of course the ending was a very open ending. At least I don't know. I don't
is
know how to really
is
interpret
Asuka
the ending.
dead? Is Homegirl
I
dead?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that ending. Like,
Yeah, I don't
I feel
know.
like I have to watch all again and
Cause
test
I'm
it
like,
to really
why
know.
isn't Asuka with Shinji? Why is I mean, but I don't think she would get with Shinji anyway, even if she was still alive. She she's always tells Shinji about how you need to get balls, so I don't think she would stay with
But
Yeah.
then it,
Shinji
it
anyway.
didn't quite make sense for the other girl too. It's like, okay, I don't think y'all had that deep of development together.
I mean, him
Together.
and Ray, no.
Not Ray. The
Oh,
other one with the glasses. I
I
can't
mean the
remember.
one. Oh yeah, the one who he ran
Yeah,
off with, and then yeah, I was like, this is
I'm
awkward.
like, I don't know, but it's like,
Like
yeah, that ending,
of
that
all
ending was
people, why
definitely
her?
weird to me.
And that transition from animation to real life, you're just like, huh?
Oh, but I was
Like
like,
Yes.
that threw me out of the loop.
I was staring at that for a solid minute before
Like
I
you should
realized,
see
oh,
me
this is the real
squinting.
world. And I'm like,
I was like,
is this like CGI that I'm looking at right now, or did they
it's
just
like what?
film
What am I
the
watching?
actual buildings in real life? I'm like, what is happening? I didn't quite
Yeah.
grasp why that was important to do either, but I'm like, all right, okay, that's like clearly Evan Gallion
I have to sit down and
it's
rewatch all of
definitely
them
it's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. Like
again to
I have
like
to do the same.
properly.
yeah. You have to rewatch
I
that.
have to do the same. I have to do the same. But overall, it was a very entertaining series. I have
Yeah,
to admit, it
Yeah.
was very entertaining to watch from beginning, first movie to now, especially seeing how production ramped up from the first to the last movie. So
yeah.
overall it was good. It was good. Oh, and come on, can we discuss Utada Hikaru for a second?
Woo, Queen,
Can we discuss
Queen,
Utada Hikaru for a second?
Queen.
I don't know what happened this year in terms of her involvement with anime, but like she has been on point with all
Yeah.
of
Hmm.
it. Like she has been on point.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, she needs to do more. She needs to do more anime openings. No, for real. Like no, for real. She just needs to do more anime openings.
Yeah,
I'm not.
she doesn't do much anime. She only did like the Evangelion movies and
Yeah,
she did To Your Eternity. That's why I think everyone was like
that's why I'm so
paying more
Eternity
surprised.
attention.
opening.
Yeah, I think that's why everyone
Right.
was paying more attention to Your Eternity because they said Utada signed on to do this. Like this has to be something very special if she signed on for it.
And it
Yeah.
makes now see it makes sense because I don't lie, you try the songs like especially if you
Hmm.
have played Kingdom Hearts and stuff, like they set the mood for
Woo!
like very sad. Yes, yes, very
I grew
like
up on Kingdom
sad,
Hearts.
very sad and somber tone to where you start to
Hmm.
feel everything and you feel the mood. So it makes sense for To Your Eternity for it to be or something like that. But definitely
Yeah.
we need Utada on more projects
I hope she does the second season.
immediately. Same.
She has
The
I
way
to.
hope so
the way
too.
the way
Yeah.
the way I'm sure Lisa is going to continue doing Demon Slayer. I need them.
Woohoo!
Utada, Utada on for that. Without a
So
doubt.
Utada's the queen and Lisa's the princess.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. No, that makes sense. That actually
Yeah.
makes that actually makes a
Mhm.
lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right, guys. So let's get start to get into some of the episodes this week. Where would you guys like to start? Where would you guys like to? I know. It, well, you know what? We're ready here. Let's talk about it. 2 year
To
eternity.
your turn. Oh
What happened?
wow.
What happened?
Feels.
Mm.
Oh, are we
Can
Why?
we?
allowed to spoil
Yeah.
or
Can we
no?
spoil?
But yeah. Oh yeah, people are watching. Hey, for all those who are watching right now on live, this is the episode review. So if you have not watched the episodes yet, I advise you to to just click off, like go watch the episodes. Like what you doing? Why are you
Let's keep
like
it non-spoiler just in
just
case.
come back, just
Oh
come
come
back.
on. Do we
Tomorrow
have to
too.
keep it more spoil?
I mean, we don't have because like it's gonna be up as we
Omar, I
like
need to
about
die. I need to like. What's the word? I need to
need to
release
get this
this.
out. Need to get
Okay then. All
we need
right.
to
All
we
right.
start. All right. So
Spoiler warning.
it has been said.
Yeah.
Click off
Spoiler
now.
warning.
Go watch the episode. Go do that. All right. So 2 year eternity. Last final finale of the season. What happened?
Old lady died. She. I know. That's her name is Pinora, right? Piora. Piora.
Yo.
Yeah,
Right.
Fiora.
Pioran.
Child, she was cute
Piora.
when
Pioran.
she was young. She
Yeah.
looked nice.
I know. And
I
like
know,
I was,
right?
Yeah,
Looked real
babe.
nice when she
and
was
then we
young.
and we
Yeah,
finally
babe.
figured out who that girl was on the beach in the OP in the
Open
OP.
it, right? I was like,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
this person gonna come?
It
It's
was
like
saving
oh,
up,
Yeah.
saving up for
That's
it
a
was
right
her
person.
the
Pioran.
whole time. And I like how she made like the dark figure, like she says, well, take me and let me be of use
And
to him
there's something
in the
useful.
future. I know. I
Yeah.
was like, ooh. I was like, no. And then Fushi come,
Oh
and the minute that Fushi come and saw the sea, I cried. I was like, no,
Yeah,
because she
babe.
was like, I know, like he's seen like March like as a mother, but I feel like Bjorn was like more of a mother to him, and so
Yeah.
that just that hurt. But
No,
then they show us that thing in the end, like when they because like you all feeling and crying and stuff, but then they show the sexy Fushi in the end. It's like, oh,
Time skip.
I know. So I was like,
be
ooh,
coming up, be coming up.
like he looks so good. He looked good. It's
Yeah.
like, ooh, like let me wipe these tears. Like, ooh,
So I can see better. Let me slide this
but
aside.
ooh, like, ooh, you look good.
Overall, how you guys felt about the episode? That wasn't a good end to the
It
season.
was a very good end. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
it was good ending.
All right.
they teasing that there's more surprises to come because there was like it's decades later.
yeah,
And I wanna learn if he finds a way to deal with the knockers better.
yeah. Almost look like he kind of has with that little sneak peek what we got.
Yeah. And then I wanna see what became of the girl that I can't stand.
Oh,
Not the little girl, the evil one.
yeah,
Oh, the one
the
who
one,
like him?
yeah,
Yeah,
the one who says, "Kill me, Fushi, so I could be one with you."
yeah. She has pissed me off.
Cause like
Mm-mm-mm.
the one of the
That's wild. That's
I
knockers,
love
one
her.
like cause like one of the knockers did like possess her in a way, or at least that's what's assumed that happened.
Yeah.
Cause I wonder if she's gonna coexist with it.
I mean,
She's a
she'd be
real toxic girl.
a good villain, I guess, a
Yeah,
recurring villain, but I hate her. Be like so many
yeah.
times, who she had to kill this girl and he didn't. I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
But I
Like
think
this guy,
maybe this
compassion,
new
man. Compassion.
Fushi.
That's compassion.
I think maybe
that's stupidity.
This new Fushi, what we saw. I don't think that he's going to think twice
Bruh.
about killing her now.
He let her go and she come back and get laid friends.
Yeah. And I get, like, I didn't think that he thought anything. I think like maybe like he would just leave her out on the sea to die since she was hot, like since she was restrained. So maybe he thought that she was gonna starve to death or something like that. But
Yeah,
he left it unfinished, and so that's going to come back and bite him in the ass.
of course, of course.
Yeah.
What I know. What I know there. So now that the series is over, what do you guys give it?
9.
I give
I
it an
give
8.
I
Let
also
me
give it.
see.
I
Give me a
also give it
second. I can't remember.
I think I'll give it a 9 as
a 9. Up
well.
to my point, I give it a 9. Without a doubt, I give it a 9.
I think I'll give it a 9.
I give it a 9.
Yeah, it was a very
I gave
interesting
it
journey what we went on with him.
If you say
I
seven,
gave it an
go
8.
get a. Oh, okay.
Okay,
I gave it an
leave the board now and never return.
Cause like
That's
I
good.
like
That's
cause
good.
like if you do dumb it down to an 8, it might be because of that whole like the prison island arc. Like it
Uh,
probably dragged on a bit too long in some
Yeah,
instances.
fair.
So
yeah,
that's
All right.
probably like
Yeah.
why that's probably why I'm on the fence whether I should give it 8 or a 9 or not. But overall, it's still very good. It's a very interesting journey. Something that we never, I mean, well, at least I never really seen before in a protagonist. Like
Yeah.
learning,
yeah,
like you just this orb, and then you were a rock, and then you were a moss, and like it's just a very interesting
Well,
journey. And seeing
right.
this being learn how to become human, it's a very interesting
yeah,
Yeah,
concept.
it took character development really serious.
Yeah, it did.
yeah,
While having an interesting story to back it and a strong cast.
Yeah,
yeah,
A strong cast side. So in all honesty, yeah, it's worth the 9 to me. It's like and to
yeah,
me almost like near perfect. I feel like it's almost a near perfect season.
yeah.
What I don't know. So all right, what else? What else? Was no Fana. Oh, for me, Fana, Fire Fana.
Yes, you that
I
you
like.
watch. Are you
Yeah,
pleased, Javon? Are you
yeah.
pleased?
I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted. She has hair now, and I feel like the story is pushing. It's now pushing forward in a pace that I
Yeah,
like. So in this one, we saw them now get a lot of the information in regards to um
the
which
glass thing.
the glass thing, which
Yeah,
leads to El Dorado apparently.
yeah.
Um, which
yeah,
Apparently,
kind of shocked me. I was like, okay, El Dorado. It's like we using a lot of this. I'm like this anime fuses a lot of things into
yeah,
one.
yeah,
This like
yeah,
a lot of different cultures into one, and it's kind of
yeah.
interesting how they're doing it currently. But we saw that. I love the pirate crew, that female pirate crew. I
Me too.
and I
The one with the
like
red hair.
yes,
yeah.
I like that. I like that
The
whole
one
crew.
with the big boob, clearly like your boy from the next team.
I mean,
One of the
obviously, like
twins.
they had the whole stare down. Especially because of
Hmm
what transpired the last time they interacted. I think he
Last
asked her
time
or
they
something.
saw her.
Right. So we have.
No, what he said. He said something about girls with big boobs that should be treasured in the world, so he
Oh
won't kill
yeah,
or
yeah. It's
something
like
like
and I
that.
don't want to fight you. Right. Something
Yeah,
like
Hmm
that. He
I
did.
agree
He
100%.
did. I mean, this man.
A hundred
You
percent.
But we get more stuff with Yukimaru and Shitan, and we got introduced to his brother for a split
Yeah,
second.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't quite catch who the old man. I don't know if that was their grandfather or not,
that's the
but
leader guy.
or just the leader. All right.
Yeah,
That's a later. Yeah.
Okay. But obviously, there's more there, and it seems they know something about El Dorado that the
Yeah.
rest of them don't
yeah.
know. So, but I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed this
That's
episode.
really good.
Yeah,
I want to see how they're going to
I
get out
Me
of
want
this
to.
too.
situation.
Me
Because
too. I'm
that,
very
Yeah. Oh, they're
me
going. Yeah. How
yeah,
they get
Same.
out?
probably. Well, my guess is probably homeboy who's still on the ship. I even forgot he
He.
was on the ship. I even forgot he was still
Gonna
yeah.
on.
help them.
I didn't know he was
Yeah,
there.
I
Yeah,
forgot he
I,
was
I
there as
missed it.
well.
yeah.
So that kind
But
of
when I
caught
saw it,
me
it's like,
off.
oh, it's like lucky they left him behind.
Right?
They
That's
have
like
Yeah.
Real
they have a
thing,
good chance.
It's like now you'll
right?
probably at least go looking for them if you realize, hey, it's been a while. What are they doing?
it has. We're learning more about Fena, which I am mostly interested in seeing. Like
Yeah.
what I don't know what the secret power or like
I feel like
whatever
she's a
it is it does.
descended man. I feel like she's
Same,
a descendant.
same,
Yeah,
same.
Yeah.
because
It's
that
so it's
was
probably in like
that
her
was Joan of Arc's
bloodline
grave
that
that she
she's
saw,
for
right?
some reason she's getting.
Yeah, that was Joan of Arc. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and
was
then it was like a
that was
guy
her.
that was there too. So it's probably a
Right,
she's probably a descendant from her.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Though I was upset because as soon as she left the park, I was like, oh my god, watch they kidnap this girl, and so
Because
we
like
did.
they're
She about
also
to get
mentioning,
kidnapped. Yeah.
yeah, like she was almost like in a trance, like when she
That's
hmm
was
what, yeah, she
guiding.
was right,
Like for
right.
some oddly enough, like weirdly enough, it reminded me of that scene from The Conjuring, like the first Conjuring, like with the girl who was sleepwalking.
Mhm.
They're just watching her, seeing where she was going and stuff in the house. Like that's how I got a feel from like almost like a haunting feel to it because like she was like in this trance and she was just walking slowly in this dark cave. It was
So do you
really
think like she is
frustrating.
embodying the spirit of Joan of Arc, and that's
Either
how what's
that
trying to help her?
or maybe like something is pulling her. Maybe something inside of her. Or maybe her spirit is
Uh,
probably because like she said that she's been here before.
mhm.
So either like again, like either like she's probably older than she is, or maybe this is just some spirit that's been like
Yeah.
inherited down from generations or something.
Okay. Yeah, but it is definitely something that does with the ancestry.
Yeah.
Oh, question: is it just me, or do does anyone else forget that these dudes like are a pack of mercenaries and they've actually killed a ton of people? But
Hey,
the pirate leader, for the pirate
Oh yeah.
was
Speaking
speaking to
of
them
that, I know
and
that you
like giving
finished.
their like their back almost like their backstory and who they are, it's like, oh snap, I really forgot like y'all like y'all dangerous like that, like for real.
Mhm.
Because
yeah,
you get so immersed in their different personalities that you really forget like no, y'all would actually kill
train killers,
like
train
Yeah.
killers.
exactly, like no, for real. Like
Because
so that was a good a good reminder to me, and
like
I forgot the
speaking,
name, but I didn't like it a lot.
yeah. Because like speaking of that, like they also mentioned that their ancestors were also
Descendants?
the
Okay,
same.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it has to be something
there,
with
Absolutely.
there you go.
history. It has to be something with
It's
history and
something
Yeah,
about,
bloodlines.
yes.
Because like they're making
Mm-hmm.
it
yeah,
quite clear that like there's like they're hinting at something that involves of your bloodline
hmm
Yeah,
being
like
involved
you.
in this. Like maybe they're destined, or maybe it's like their family bloodline to protect Fenn's family. Maybe
That's a good theory. That's a good theory
could
for
be.
real. That the mercenaries, at least the descendants, were helped Joan of Arc
I want
in
to
the
see their
past,
parents.
or like with
I
Harry.
want to see how their parents look.
Ooh,
Sam,
That's very
I
interesting.
want
Yeah,
like a flashback episode.
we
of
might
me
each
get
too.
one.
of each of them, or at least how they came together and
I don't know,
formed.
just like their parents in the group.
Okay, okay. But does anyone have a favorite character so far? Though? Now that we're in it,
The
I'm a
twins.
I'm a
Yes. Oh
I'm a
man,
Shitan fan.
yes. I
I'm a
like the
Shitan fan.
twins.
The
I
I'm a
twins.
like the
Shitan fan.
twins. I like
You
the
know, I've
panda
been talking about
boy.
the twins from the beginning.
Like, wow. And I can't remember her name, but the Gunner. I like the Gunner a lot too. I just like her personality.
Oh
Oh, I like her too.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Personality. I like, but
But
like
the guy with the bow is my favorite though. He's
Shitan. That's
really
what I
good.
said. I like Shitan.
Oh, the
Yeah,
handsome one.
yeah,
yeah.
Shitan.
Yeah, I like the
yeah.
handsome one
The
Chitan
too.
is good too.
I like all of
the
them.
playboy of the group.
Minus
Nigga say spoken like a
Yukimaru.
true
True
virgin.
I don't really
virgin.
I
care much
say,
about him.
dog.
And
He
he's like,
told me.
and you give out like, what you say? Like, oh, nothing, right? Nothing, that's right. I say
He
nothing at all.
told bad. He told
I love that
bad.
dynamic though. I love that dynamic. I love the dynamic. It's like
Yeah.
the characters are really good. So I
Mm-hmm.
have no complaints so far. I have no complaints. They captivate
Mm-mm.
me. But on the topic of characters, move on to Tokyo Revengers of this week.
Oh yeah, we have to get there.
They actually,
R.I.P. to my boy.
yeah.
Just swear,
Speaking of
I
favorite
pissed off
characters,
that he
R.I.P.
died. Bro.
to my boy Baji.
I so upset that he died. Bro.
He died because of foolishness, man.
He was so cool. Bro.
Yeah.
You
Like
crying no more?
when no,
Yes, he is.
He
Yes, he is.
is.
He is
Oh, it's
crying.
hey,
It's
okay.
okay, bro.
It's
I feel it.
okay.
Listen, body is my
It's
duo too.
okay. You could
Body is my
cry.
duo too.
You could
But
cry. You could cry, but it's alright. It's a
let it
safe
know. Let it know,
space.
Carl. Let it know. Let it know.
It's a safe
This
space.
is Judge Free Zone right now.
It's a safe space. It's
But
a safe space.
anyway,
I judging you. This
uh,
is a judge free zone.
Yo, jeez.
anyway,
Oh,
uh,
Oh my
uh,
god. It is better than the episode. Yo, I don't- like I said, like I've said previous on the board before. These are the kind of episodes I love of Tokyo Revengers. The slow story building moments where we get backstories on the characters.
Mhm.
Sifu really became
Shifu,
yeah
Yeah.
another character for me. from this episode. I was
Yeah.
really like I really, but he definitely solidified himself for me. And just seeing like how he met Baji, his old interaction with
How
him.
him and Baji became friends.
Right,
I
that was so
know.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like he
sweet.
was trying to write a letter to like just dress like that. I was like, I had the biggest laugh when he went in that room and Baji has had his hair slicked back and he
I
has his straight
know.
glasses on. I was
It's
like, wait,
like
what? What the hell? Who was this? Who was this? Oh, can we just say
Juvie whipped him into shape.
right, dude, right? And can we just say this is the first time I've ever seen any one of them mention any form of parental guidance in this
Real
show.
talk, mate. He
When he
was
was
like, "What
like,
the hell,
Oh,
mom?"
Bachi
right,
was all for mom.
right,
Bachi
when
was a
it's like,
mama's
oh, I don't want
boy.
to make my mom cry again. It's like,
Like
you
your
have
parents do
parents?
exist.
Oh,
I know, right?
they exist? Like, oh, well, mom, like, oh, there's no more at home. It's like, what? Y'all have families? Like, you couldn't tell me that.
I
I did not
know.
know. Like, cause y'all just running around like all willy nilly. Like,
Yeah.
And
but
actually the cops exist again, apparently.
Yeah.
After everything
right, right.
after everything happened, all of a sudden the
Hey,
cops is
boy.
like, oh shit, there's a fight going on in the
Right.
junkyard.
So now we remember. But that scene really made everything real to me. Like when they
Yeah.
arrested Casa Toro, and it's like, well, Bati died. It's like that really put everything, and it was like, oh damn, like this really happened.
Yeah.
This was the bloody Halloween. This really was the bloody Halloween.
It,
But
I still think that arc was so overhyped, but anyway, we'll
No.
move
I
on.
mean,
Same,
I
same,
I kind of
same.
outside of the fact that it's like
I ain't got
we
no,
lost,
I ain't
we
got no
lost,
level of
we
emotion
lost a
towards that.
really,
Yeah,
a
we
really
lost a really good. We
good
lost
character.
someone. We lost a very
Yeah,
good
and
character,
I really
but
did. I clicked with Bati early.
the arc was still overhyped.
Like even before I knew
Just
he was getting the arc, like I clicked with Bati early, so that was
yeah.
it for me. But how
yeah.
do we feel about the fact of Mikey forgiving Casatoro
Forgiving it.
like Batu? Yeah, like
It's what Baji wanted,
it
and that's
is.
what he gotta
Yeah,
get. Okay, leave it alone.
No, I respect it. No, no, for real, I got respect it because
yeah.
I
And in
you
a
could
way,
kind of feel
it
like
helps. It also helps Mikey as well. Helps Mikey move on
Yeah.
from
agreed.
this because like
Yeah.
Mikey lost two people
Hmm?
from Casatora. Oh,
Um.
Oma, Oma,
Uh.
Oma, 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 Oma,
Oh. Oh.
Oma.
Uh.
Yo!
uh what do you do? Go on. Wait. Yeah.
What is happening? What is happening?
No. I.
Oh, yo!
Yeah.
oh my
I go a little later.
Only on the Otaku Summit. Only on the Otaku Summit.
Hmm?
Only on
god!
the Otaku Summit.
Oh, my cheeks
I
hurt.
thought me and April had the same. They go
Okay. What happened? I was distracted.
You see what
You
happens when
were
you want to get out of the
clearly
studio?
distracted.
No, you think so? I didn't notice. I didn't notice.
Oh
Oh,
What
I
I
can't
do? What I
We
do?
can do this. Don't worry, we can run it back.
yeah,
We can run it
yeah,
back for
them,
you. Don't
yeah,
worry,
them gray shorts on.
we can run it back for you.
Oh fuck.
No, we can. Please, producer. If it's any scene you clip, if it's any scene you clip,
Clip that.
please,
Clip that.
please,
Clip
I
it.
beg you, if it's any scene you clip, I
Oh,
don't know the name of this pod. I don't know the name of this
Gray
pod.
shorts.
You, or if you see gray shorts on legs and thighs, just know I didn't know the name of
oh,
this pod.
legs and thighs, legs and
I
thighs,
didn't
legs and thighs.
Yo, God, yo.
Oh
But let's wrap up that. Let's wrap up the episode
Okay
review.
then.
Let's wrap up the
Okay
episode
then.
review. Let's,
What a way to end the episode, am I right, guys?
before we go, we have to touch on it. My hero this week. Another solid week. Another solid week for my hero. We got twice his backstory. We got the sad mask parade. It was executed well. the episode,
Oh,
it has its errors there and here and there, but I definitely thought it was a second solid week of My Hero and them executing a backstory
oh,
of a very important character.
Yeah.
We're
yes.
now getting to the confrontation of Shigaraki and Redastro, which I'm very much
And
excited
next week we
for.
getting his backstory, right?
Yes, we are.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yes, we are. And I feel like they're gonna have 3 weeks in a row.
That's the true
Solid
bloody
3 weeks in a row.
Halloween there.
It is. No, for
Real
real. No,
talk with
it's
y'all.
real.
Wait,
It's real.
y'all
It's
ain't ready
real.
for that, dude. Y'all
It's
ain't
real.
ready
It's
for that.
real. So
Oh
twice.
man.
So twice is now overcame his schizophrenia. But is it schizophrenia, right? Does he
I
have?
um,
Oh no. What's it called? What's it called?
not that
Uh,
split
Split person.
personality.
Yes, split
Yeah.
personality. He overcame that, and his
Oh, he's
fear of
bipolar.
I think
you
like
can
he was. I think
you can
I don't could be bipolar.
I
Like I
want to
think he
yeah
has a mixture. He has a mixture, a
yeah.
cocktail of
I
issues.
forget the term that they use to
Oh,
describe
okay.
him.
Cause I
To
asked
be
you,
honest.
he
Yeah,
has schizophrenia too, cause like he does have voices in his head, like it's a lot of that. But
cause like
he does have split personality disorder
So
though.
he meant
He,
he's mental.
yeah, he is mental,
yeah,
cause
yeah.
Hmm.
twice as the fair is like when long ago, part of his backstory, he made a lot of doubles, and those doubles got into a fight. And so it pretty much, so we found out the real reasons behind it because he could never trust anyone,
Cause
and
like
so
he
now
just and
he
also
could trust
twice
himself.
But
didn't know
himself.
that he
Yeah,
like twice didn't know
right,
that he was real as well.
pretty
Cause
much.
like it's like remember when they broke his arms? Oh my god! And then he says, "I feel pain, but I'm
Yeah,
not. But I haven't disappeared." Because like he always said that he always used to try not to get hurt because he was afraid of disappearing. I was like, "Oh, poor baby.
yeah.
Oh
So now
man."
he overcame that, and so now we have a more overpowered twice. We have
Yeah.
Twice is now one of the strongest members of the league outside Shiraki and Vitoga, and I feel he's over Toga because now he can create as much doubles as he wants. He can create doubles of anyone in the league as well. So that presents a huge
Mhm.
problem
Yeah.
for them, for
Yeah.
anyone else, at a
Hmm.
big disadvantage that they can take advantage of. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward. Overall, it
Yeah.
was a good episode, and a
I
lot of
actually like
emotion.
him. His cat. I didn't really.
You do. You think
Yeah.
right like it?
I
Twice has
didn't really
always
care too
been.
much about his character, but
Yeah.
now
Uh,
he's pretty good.
no, yeah,
I
like
think
yeah,
this
no for
was
the
a
no.
pretty good
Twice
casting.
has always been my favorite out of the League of Villains
Uh,
because I just feel so sorry for him because like
Yeah.
yeah,
he
yeah, he
was
has to tell
actually
us sorry.
he is actually like in such a horrible situation. Like he didn't get no counseling or anything, and then like what happens later on to him in the manga is just that I just feel so sad for him. That's
It's
why he's
the,
my favorite.
it's the fact that you said he had no counseling or anything, and he has pretty much just left to himself.
Like
That's
he was like
that,
a really true victim of like
yeah,
how hero
that's
society is
and
fucked
that's
up.
going to play a big theme going forward,
Yeah.
in the series. So definitely look forward to that. But we're
Yeah.
getting Shiggy backstory, which going to play them up for that, and I can't wait. I think that's going to be amazing. Um, when that happens. But overall, solid episode. Solid episode.
Yeah.
Solid episode for so far. So with that being said, this we are at the end of the Otaku Comic Podcast.
Ooh.
Clearly, we went over the bang. You know,
Yes,
the
sir.
bang.
Oh, what
It,
a
it is,
great
it
white
is,
sky.
yeah, it is, it is. Don't do it. Don't ever do that again. Don't do that again.
I had no idea that that happened. I
But
anyway.
I'm sure you did. You can
That
see it
was
though. You can see it. You can see it. But with that
that
being
was
said,
crazy.
everybody, thank you for coming by for the live podcast, stopping by
Thank
with us.
you.
For those who are going to listen to this tomorrow and view this, thank you for watching. And if you're not following the Otaku Summit Twitter account, I don't know what you're doing. Why? What? Come on. What's up? Go hit that follow button on
Yes,
our Twitter
follow
account and
us.
what you like. Just get it. And if you're
And
not
if you like to sponsor us, hit us up.
like, come on. And if you're not in the solid Discord, like, fix your life. Like what you doing. Again, fix your life.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
my guy. Come on.
Mhm.
But definitely hit us up. It's been fun again as always. And with that, Otaku Summit out.
Boosh.
Poof.